Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Are you a Five Nights at Freddy's enjoyer? I hope you are. Are you a Team Fortress 2 enjoyer?
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
Good! Because this video is going to be combining both of them. Team Fortress 2 and Five Nights at Freddy's are a quite endemic part of my gaming upbringing, both games having now been out for longer than most people who watch this video have been alive, but also both producing a fan base so enamored and endeavored to their causes that you would think that these fandoms might have spawned their own personas, which they have, which is scary. And what do you get when you get two endeavored communities clashing with each other? You get amazing source filmmaker gold, where you get people making stylish animations beating each other up. And I got told this one's pretty good. It's also got a lot of views, so it must mean it's at least of decent quality. So why don't we have a look at Five Nights at Fortress and see what it's all about? And brain rot is a thing. So let's start watching. Starting off in... So... the average British driver. So I'm assuming this is basing itself in the Team Fortress 2 world. And they're in the Team Fortress 2 world, but they're going to go to somewhere with Five Nights at Freddy's. Trying to figure the parallels here. Okay, so they just got like a straight up poster in the back? Cool. Okay, so that sets the rules that exist in this world.
Oh, this
Hi, soldier!
We are... What's that?
Hi, Demo.
Demo man is dead.
You would think, considering the amount of Was that a Heavy is Dead reference? Dude, one of my favorite animations to come from any of this kind of nonsense is the Heavy is Dead animation. The Heavy is dead? Who killed him? I don't know. Well, that was stupid. Off that. You know what I mean.
We're good, son. Real good. Maybe even the best. Well...
What the You know, I'm starting to really identify why boomers find this kind of stuff funny. This is funny for the exact same reason why Skibbity Toilet is funny. Loud equals funny. My god, I'm losing brain cells just watching it, but it's... You know, it's one of those things where, yes, you know you shouldn't be watching. It's like a car crash. You know you shouldn't watch. You know it's hurting you to watch. But you can't help but look away.
Demo man is
Maybe
dead.
this also...
Again.
Maybe this says something more about my own functionings as a person than anything else.
Demo down.
Oh, fucking pipe noises! I can't escape them!
Drink. What just happened? Oh, I'm gonna beat you.
God damn it! Why am I such a bubbly bitch for this kind of stuff? Okay, you've instantly got three things that have amused me here. Breaking the fourth wall, stupid memery, and an angry Scotsman. As a British person, Scottish suffering amuses me. Sorry, Scottish people.
Demo.
Wait, the back rooms? Oh.
What?
Dude!
I'm back.
Demo Man died so goddamn hard, he skipped the back rooms and went straight into the FNAF universe. At this point, I think he's going to realize very soon that he would have preferred being in the back rooms. Ain't no one got enough patience to get glitched out into the FNAF universe. Have you seen the fan art people make for this game? My god. If there's one fan base that's more enamored and cringy than the FNAF fan base,
I don't remember.
it's the bronies. But the TF2 takes a close third, so it's probably why they relate these two.
Is it the Freddy Fazbear?
Did they just do a frickin' Wojak? Ha! I get that reference! I'm so... look. Yeah, that... You know, it's a pretty poignant thing when the Five Nights at Freddy's fan base are dying of cringe.
Hello. Oh,
And still the most normal-looking Scotsman.
I need a drink.
I'm starting to have some realizations about something. I really need to nurture the kind of content I react to. Yes, I'm sure this video is probably going to get plenty of attention when I upload it as a React Andy. But do I really want the kind of audience that would want to watch me for the sake of Five Nights at Freddy's and Team Fortress 2? Yes, I do, because numbers equal success.
I am not afraid of no ghosts.
Aw, crap.
Oh,
Yo, Kira, thank you for that follow.
demo man.
Okay, guys, bad news. We lost the freaking demo. Good news?
How did these
See
guys
ya.
get here?
Okay.
Honestly, the heavy would be me in this situation. Like, this nonsense, this absolute buffoonery, I'm just there like, can we go now? I do not want to be here.
Here you go. Soldier.
Actually, I don't know, what do you guys think? Would I be more the heavy or would I be more the soldier in this situation? Because I feel like I parallel both of these two in some ways or another. On one hand, yes, I am a little gremlin that will go around being an absolute tomfoolery of a person. But then on the other hand, I'm very jaded and cynical of these kind of things, so at the same time, I would not want to deal with the cringe. Or maybe I'd be more of the demo who just wants to get white girl wasted and not have to remember anything.
Uh-oh.
Well, Scout.
Well, Scout's dead.
Well, time to eat.
So, as a little bit of an analytical thing, the animation style here is really good. They've gone for an animation style that is quite, it's not like bad, because the actual animation principles are really good. The guy knows how to do squash and stretch, preemptive animation, what's the word? Anticipation and it's basically like the motion that happens to wind into something and then the motion to happen after you've wound out of an action. There's plenty of like really good animation principles in this animation style. I believe, and I'm gonna say this on a stretch, I'm gonna assume this was done in Source Filmmaker. I'm gonna assume. Maybe a bit of Blender as well, maybe. But it looks like it's animated in Source Filmmaker because they've gone for like quite a low FPS. It's not like really high fidelity. It's just more to the point of being funny. I mean, fuck, it's Team Fortress 2 with Five Nights at Freddy's. Of course, it's not going to be high fidelity. Or high Fredelity. Ha 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 ha. Get it? Get it? Five Nights at Freddy's. Fidelity. Fredelity. I'll stop.
Bless America.
Point is, the animation quality is pretty good.
Get hot.
So when are they gonna fight?
Oh. Well,
Ew! I don't. Oh. Okay. I've seen enough fan art and fan service of Five Nights at Freddy's to know this is about to get very raunchy very quickly. I hope you guys have your adult filters on and the M/M tag attached to the stream.
much better.
He's trying to take a piss, dude. Oh my god, not a single fuck given. Like, realistically speaking, though, can we just talk about logistics for a moment? Like, animatronics, sure, they're made of metal, but have you ever been to, like, a Chuck E. Cheese, or have you ever been to Disney, and have you seen the animatronics at those places? Animatronics are very fragile. And yes, I get this is a fantasy world, and we're trying to apply logic to, like, this whole shenanigans, and that, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's kind of precipice the idea that these are very not normal animatronics. But animatronics are very fragile and flimsy, and you can really bust them up with no problem. Like, and to be fair, most animatronics are also stupidly light. Yes, I know these are probably made of metal, but they're not exactly going to be heavier than a person. Wait, is this Freebird?
Damn it!
I mean, you can see the exoskeleton. It's just pipes and beams. I don't honestly think something like these animatronics would be necessarily that heavy. Like, these aren't even like the robots that you got from later Five Nights at Freddy's here. Like, if this was Five Nights at Freddy's 4 or sister location, maybe. But these are just like metal exoskeletons. Or endoskeletons, sorry.
Let's dance, maggot!
His ears! No, no.
You are going down!
Dude, Soldier's a badass. Soldier sucked. Bonnie. Well, I thought this was gonna go one way, but wasn't that.
Holy Mary, Mother of Joseph!
The average Arizona male with no makeup.
You fight like a latrine!
I love the animation on this, actually. It's really, really endearing. Like, the person who made this, I would love to have seen what this would have looked like if he would have done it in actual, like, 60 FPS quality. I mean, I feel like the lower FPS kind of fits the styling, and I get it, because it makes it easier to animate. But I kind of would have liked to have seen what it would have done. I mean, okay, so the problem is, when you... The frames per second of an animation correlates very heavily to the style. You don't necessarily want a high FPS animation to something that lacks fidelity. Fidelity being the style, the quality of the models, because if the quality of the models and the quality and the actual the quality of the fidelity is lower, you use a lower FPS to make it less evident. And if you use a lower FPS, it also makes the animation process a lot simpler and easier to put out. It could also be that the person's computer just wasn't up to scratch for doing a higher FPS animation, but still. I think it's more likely to just be a stylistic choice, because you don't make a 12-minute long animation without having probably a decent computer to run it through. It is also possibly a limitation of Source Filmmaker as well. Source Filmmaker does notoriously have some issues with not being able to render out long scenes, and judging by the length of some of these shots, it could be a thing with Source Filmmaker. Possibly. There's lots of ifs, ands, on it. This is my analytical mind looking at this from an animator's perspective. Which, if you don't know, I used to be the animator. Technically, still am. And to be fair, I think it's way too easy to over rely on having like 4K resolution, 60 frames a second, and then just making it look really fancy rather than actually having a good understanding of the animation principles. I honestly think something that runs at 20 to 30 frames per second with good animation principles is infinitely better than something that runs at 60 frames a second that looks like it was made by somebody who animates Skibbity Toilet. Oh no! Ew! No.
Hasta la vista!
Oh, that's just nasty. And yet... Oh, stop with the pipe noises!
Well,
And yet you know someone out there's like, oh, that's hot. Oh yeah, that's hot, baby. I'm into that.
Oh my...
Piss delivery
Oh my
system.
God! Nope, never mind. Who's there? Somebody there?
Scout versus Chica? Scout versus Chica. Scout ate chicken, therefore it's Chica! Yo, I got a bucket of chicken. Want to do it? I love Scout. Scout is my favorite TF2 character. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of got me. I am a grown-ass adult, and I am such a pussy when it comes to jump scares. Oh, hi, Chica.
Oh my god!
Eat him. Eat him. Eat the scout. He ate chicken, now you eat him.
What?
I am the Terminator.
Oh god!
Oh my god. Are we seriously gonna have a Die Hard reference?
Scout, I'm coming.
No!
Damn it.
Oh no! I knew this.
Scout gonna die.
Hippie-ki-yay.
Wait a minute. I feel like this was inspired by Willy's Wonderland. Anyone that's seen that, you might know what I mean, right? Willy's Wonderland, the one dude who's not afraid of no animatronic, just runs around beating shit up. This is Nicolas Cage right here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that don't work.
Scout. I am ready.
What?
What was that animation that had that exact thing where they grabbed the person and used them to charge in? So stupid.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my beautiful.
Oh yeah, Toy Story! I'm on. Dude, they just gave him the Gmod ragdoll. No, wait. Nope, that's not a Gmod ragdoll. So, funny thing. So what they did there was they changed the ratio of his. They changed the setting on his rigging so that rather than being like a typical model, they just caused him to have no physics. So this is like an animation thing. In 3D animation, you rig the model using like a skeleton, and you can change its settings to be affected differently by different things. It's kind of like how Gmod has its ragdoll effects. So you can basically cause any model that you're animating to just have a ragdoll effect. And what they probably did here, they didn't even animate this part. They literally probably just threw the model across the screen and just recorded whatever happened. It's actually a really clever way of not needing to animate something. And you can kind of tell that's the way they did it, because if you look at how he falls, he's moving at a much smoother FPS than everything else. Or rather, he's moving a lot smoother. Sorry, not FPS. He's moving a lot smoother with the ragdoll than the way the animation works on the actual models. Like, you would not animate that kind of a fall, and the fact that his textures are glitching out as well tells me that as well.
Screaming eagle.
Now, if you really wanted to be funny there, you would have had the pipe clang sound happen every time you hit his head.
I am not trapped in a facility full of robots. You are all trapped in here with me.
Dude, could you imagine if this is how Five Nights at Freddy's actually went? Good lord. No one would ever be... No! Poor Chica! Well, I mean, the internet does think she's hot. Clearly, the person who made this has a big bias towards the TF2 characters. I mean, to be fair, this is just storytelling, right? Like, when you make a thing like this, there's two things you keep in mind. One of which is who the audience is going to relate to. The audience, being us, being human, of course we're going to relate to the human characters more. And in a situation like this, usually the fan base that is more popular gets the preferred treatment. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a trait through this entire animation, is that the TF2 characters are basically just going to dismantle the FNAF characters. Also, this is another trope of animation and movie telling called subversion of expectations. You have all been taught that the Five Nights at Freddy's characters are these unstoppable animatronics. But you think about it, the only time they've been unstoppable is because they've been going up against civilians and children. But the second you get people who know how to fight, who are strong, and who know how to actually hold their own, yeah, those animatronics all of a sudden don't really hold as much weight as you thought they would. Well, except for against Scout. Who is evidently the punching bag of the entire franchise.
You look at that. Aye, that'll do.
He could be any one of us. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be... I love this theme tune. Oh, they Home Alone this place. Oh, is this gonna be some Looney Tunes bullshit? Like, this is some Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote nonsense, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, what's your name, you pretty little thing?
I love it! This guy knows how to get the styling across really well. Whoever animated this knows style perfectly. Like, I mentioned this about Skibidi Toilet. You can make up for a low fidelity and a low quality of model by having good animation principles and just having good storytelling. If you are good at telling a story, if you are good at understanding animation, it doesn't matter what the tool you use is, so long as you know how to use it. And this is kind of telling me this guy knows how to tell a story, he knows how to animate well, and that he knows comedic timing as well.
Oh, yes!
Beer! He also knows how to make easy work for himself by not having to animate everything.
My favorites!
Oh. Please use a sign. Please use a sign. Yes! That's so perfect. So funny thing about this shot. I want you to have a quick look. You can tell that he's animated this scene here really cleverly. Because the idea about animation is you want to do the least amount of work possible whilst getting the most effectivity of animation. Because animation is all about the illusion of movement. And all he's done here is he's not animated anything below the waist. He hasn't animated anything that he doesn't need to. He didn't even animate the arms. These arms are completely static. But because you're looking at his head and because you're looking at the way he's moving, you never notice that like anything below his waist isn't moving. You never notice that his arms are pretty rigid the entire time. The only time these arms start moving is when the motion of his upper body has come to an end. That's what we call anticipated motion versus, and then with Passover motion. I can't remember what the word for it is, but it's the motion that happens after his body is moved, and it gives a much better fluidity of motion. But the thing is, he's done it in such a way that means he hasn't had to over animate anything, which tells me this guy knows this guy is really good on his animation principles. I did. My major was animation. And obviously I've been an artist all my life. Funny story. I can't get away from it! Everywhere I go, Dark Souls follows me! For God's sake! Oh, dude, Freddy's about to get guys, one's in the chat if you think Freddy is about to get fucked up, or 2 if you think Heavy is about to get fucked up. I reckon this is gonna be a oh, you know what this is? I'm gonna make a prediction. I reckon this is gonna be a Senator Armstrong moment. Freddy's gonna run up and start punching Heavy, and it's gonna go, in the end, I feel like yet I've been, like, you know, the whole that meme. I reckon that's gonna happen. That stupid ass little dance. What the fuck? Oh, wait, okay. So you see this here? You see this little Dutch tilt kind of screen close? I can't remember there's an actual name for this kind of a shot, and I can't remember what it is for life of me. So funny thing, this would have been done in software. You wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, you could theoretically do this outside of the software. You can get this black barring if you were clever. So what if you would have done this? Yeah, the letterboxing. Thank you. So if you wanted to do this letterboxing in post-production, he would have filmed the background, the Heavy, and Freddy separately. And then he would have composited the black bars into a different layer, so that the black box on top would be behind the Heavy on a different layer, and the black box in front would be on a different layer in front of him. But rather than doing that, he's done it all in software, and he simply made the scene work to his advantage. So all he's literally done is, in this shot, if you could see like an outside perspective, he's got a black box above them, and he's got a black box in front of the heavy. This letterboxing is literally done in software, and it's incredibly clever because it saves him a lot of work in post-production. And you can kind of tell that's what happens, because you can see how the animation... You can see the animation of the letterbox. That is very evidently done in software, because it's at the same frame rate as the actual animation of the model itself. Because if that was done in post-production, it would have a very different smoothness to it. And if you look carefully, you can actually see the texture of the black box. Like it's not just like a flat bit of darkness. It's got some three-dimensionality to it. And it's actually getting slightly affected by the lighting of the environment. So that tells me that this was done all in software. Yeah, Freddy's about to get fucked. Okay. Oh, you can see it better here. You can see it better. Look, look, look. So if you look up this end specifically, and if you look here, you can see that the lighting coming in from the entrance is actually appearing on the box itself. So this is literally just an object he had in the software that he used to create the letterbox effect, which is really clever because it means he can make these really cool perspective shots without needing to put a lot of effort into post-production. And I imagine this is going to be the same. Yeah, you can see it. It's not as obvious here, but it makes perspective shots work really well like this. I love doing this kind of stuff for the stuff I do. It means there's a little bit extra work on the animation. Oh, please. Yes! Yes! I knew it! Dude, I called that shit. This is so anime. Oh, fuck off with the pipe noise, though. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not. There is nothing that I could say here that everyone isn't already screaming, because I can hear it now that everyone in their seat is going, "Was that the bite of 87?" I am not that simple. I am gonna let that go as just a haha funny reference moment. Pathetic. The heavy should have at this point have the heavy say, "All that for a single drop of blood?" Oh my gosh. Wine Win, thank you for the follow. This is so nonsensical, but I love the effort put in for the animation. I love the amount of effort put in to make it fun to watch. I love the goofiness. Like, this is the same sort of level of nonsense as Skibidi Toilet, but you can't help but just enjoy it. Oh shit! Yo, he went Golden Freddy! Oh shit! Now he's getting serious. Oh, this went Dragon Ball Z all of a sudden. Yo, what the fuck? This fight scene has no reason to slap this hard. Dude, this is legitimately really well choreographed. What the fuck? Heavy's just like, is that all? All this for a single oh. Pow! Boom, what you say? Dude, that was legitimately amazingly animated. What the hell?
Hello again. I've got scout.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Heavy's so tired of this nonsense. Oh, please eat the cupcake. Aww.
Demo is back from the dead.
I'm back! What did I miss?
Well, I am. Let's go.
This is great. See, this is why I love finding these random animations. Ending up finding things that are such diamonds in the rough, and I know, I get it, they're not very mature. But sometimes you just need to watch something because funny. Because you look past the surface level childishness of it and you enjoy it for the sake of what it is. What else we got here? Oh. I was gonna say, what was with the whole back rooms thing?
Oh, hell.
Oh no,
I need some
NG oopsied himself into the back
doggone
rooms. Oh no. Oh no. Foxy's about to be turned into a friggin' teleporter. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, that was something to watch. I honestly loved that. I don't mind occasionally watching some of this nonsensical stuff. I mean, if Skibbity Toilet and some of the stuff we watched says anything, sometimes you just need to watch something that's dumb and stupid. Like, you really do. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. It's been great. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. And make sure to come by my Twitch channel and subscribe and tier 3 sub, or whatever you guys do that you call groovy these days. Anyway, bye!